carry life rings, life rafts, life jackets, all located around various points of the vessel. In the highly unlikely event of an emergency, I will tell you how to proceed over this public address system. If this has alarmed anyone, downstairs is the bar. Go and use it. Get some alcohol and relax. There's also toilets downstairs. There's a few buckets. Check, very boring. Alright, it's very automated. It's not the greatest. Alright, now the alternative, or should I say the solution, and this is not included within your ticket price. But what I will do, I will stay on this microphone. I'll make your trip a bit better, and I'll do a live commentary for you guys. Would you like a live commentary? Yeah? Fine. I've got a stress. I've got a guide. I'm just a little bit We'll start on the left, to the left-hand side. The area to the left, this is known as London Bridge City. It's a self-contained city within the city of London itself. A lot of the land here, it is owned by the Royal Kuwaiti family. They've even got their own hospital, the London Bridge Hospital. That hospital to the left, that is world famous. Heart attacks. You go in there with a sprained ankle, you get the bill, then you drop down dead with a heart attack, okay? It's also more expensive for a riverside view. On the right, there's a blue building with windows. The architects of that was actually two out-of-work Italian window cleaners by the name of Luigi the Squeegee and Sammy the Shammy. It wasn't really. It's home to Channel 5 and a health lottery. If you stay looking to the right-hand side, in the gap in the buildings to the right, we're going to see Sir Christopher Wren's monument to the Great Fire of London. A wax candle, stands 202 feet tall. Lay that down in the direction behind us. That would reach a little baker's shop in Pudding Lane, where the Great Fire of London is said to have started. Now, this bridge, London Bridge, this is it. You don't believe me? Look either side, and they wrote the name on it. Look, London Bridge. Been a London Bridge on this site since the Roman era. This is the 5th London Bridge to span the river at this point. The previous one got sold to an American company for £1 million. It now stands over Lake Havasu in America. But we just went through London Bridge. If you look in front of the boat, look at the next bridge, look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. Okay, this is the Cannon Street Railway Bridge. This is the greatest bridge on the River Thames. It's my personal favourite. Not because it's a bridge, it's because what's beneath the bridge. Okay, so as we go through this bridge, look beneath it to the right, there are some windows. The windows, they belong to a luxury health and fitness spa. As we go past this evening, with any luck, we will get to see some semi-naked people. Now, there you go, look. What the architects failed to consider is every 5 minutes there is a boat like this going past with someone like me pointing that out. Some days the views are better than others. Some days we will turn this boat around multiple times. Let's go and have another look. Some days I wish I never pointed that out. Believe me when I say that. Now if you look to the right, this is how we dispose of our household rubbish here in London. We compact all of our rubbish into the containers. The containers get loaded into the barge. A tug comes to pick this barge up, and then we ship all this rubbish off to a place called Essex. If anyone is familiar with Essex, that is where we get rid of all of our rubbish from London. And then they reward us with some of the worst television that you have ever seen in your life. I'm not even going to name that programme, it's that awful. So this is the Southwark Road Bridge. You won't see many people up there. It's one of the most underused bridges here in London. But once we get through this bridge, to the right-hand side, over to the right, the white building with 4 columns, Vinters Place, home to the Vinters Company. In this building, they have one of the most undesirable jobs in all of the world, and that is testing some of the wines and spirits that go on sale in restaurants in this country. It's a very undesirable job. I'm not sure who'd want to work there. Look to the left-hand side, the circular white building, timber frames, thatched roof, the replica of Shakespeare's Globe and Playhouse Theatre. The only building in London to have a thatched roof since the Great Fire. So you can see all of Shakespeare's best plays acted out in period dress throughout the summer months of the year. It is an open air theatre, so if it does rain, you'll get wet. So go and see a play in there, to have that experience, that will cost you about £10, okay, about a tenner. Right, it's still brilliant value for money for live entertainment nowadays here in London. Now, the next bridge, so this next bridge, this is the Millennium Footbridge, more commonly known as the Wibbly Wobbly. On its opening ceremony, this bridge, it rocked and swayed so violently, people fell over and people were sick. To the right, you'll get a quick glimpse of St Paul's Cathedral. If you want a photo, get your cameras ready. You get about half a second. Get ready for St Paul's Cathedral. There it is, and it's gone again. Right, St Paul's Cathedral, that's all you get from the river. You can see the magnificent dome. Sir Christopher Wren's masterpiece, completed in 1710, took 35 years to be built. The second largest unsupported cathedral dome in the world. Only second to St. Peter's in the Vatican City. Stands 365 foot tall. In front of the boat, the next bridge, this is the Blackfriars Railway Bridge. This is a railway station on top of the bridge. On the roof, all the slanted panels are solar panels. This bridge, it does generate a fair bit of its own electricity. Done for the cost of around £500 million for the Olympics in 2012. It wasn't actually completed until 2013. Money well spent, okay? There are 3 bridges here, 3 bridges. Nowhere on this river today, you always have your husband or your wife. Any single women, you are more than welcome to go and give the captain a quick kiss. No? Any single men? Any single men? You're also more than welcome to go and give the captain a quick kiss. He's a very open-minded, young-ish man. He gets very lonely in here driving the boat. You do, don't you? No, you do. To the right, the white building with the green roof, the black spinet in the centre, the old City of London School for Boys. Had a few famous people educated here over the years. Beneath the green roof, there are 4 different statues of men. From left to right, Williams, Turner, Bacon. The 4th one on the right, standing there with his Gucci jacket and football, that's David Beckham. No, we We all know David didn't go to school. Sorry, David. To the left, we have an orange building. This is the Oxo Tower. That's where they once made the famous little stock cube, better known as Mum's Gravy. It's not made there anymore. The first 2 floors are shops. There's some luxury, unaffordable housing in the middle, and at the top there's a fantastic, very expensive restaurant by the name of Harvey Nichols. Now, if anyone is looking for something to do tonight, ladies and gents, on the left here we have one of London's best kept secrets, or one of the hidden gems of London, okay? Because coming up on the left, we have London's premier beach Riviera, okay? The South Bank Beach, the perfect place to go and top up your tan on a nice sunny day. The boundary point for that was Tower Bridge. This means we are now entering the city of Westminster. Also, coming up on the right, on the river wall to the right hand side, we have some green lion's heads on the river wall to the right. The lion's heads, they are an old flood defence system. When the river level was approaching these lions' heads back in the days, they knew that London was at risk of flooding. And to remember that, they had a few rhymes which go like this. When the lions are drinking, London is sinking, I think. When they're in London. Because of that, over the years, this building, it has developed quite a bit of a curious little nickname. And we do refer to that as the Hatcham, Matcham and Dispatcham departments of London. The Inland Revenue operator. Also on the right, the stone obelisk, Cleopatra's Needle. It predates the city of London itself. It dates back over 3,000 years. Once stood in a place called Heliopolis in Egypt. It was given to us by a grateful Egyptian viceroy for English's victory over the French in the Battle of the Nile. Now, in front of the boat, the next bridge, this is the Charing Cross Railway Bridge. If you look on top of this bridge, ladies and gents, you can see a train that is going across it at the moment. As we go through this bridge, if you feel any water come down through the bridge, it just means that train has unloaded his toilets. I'm only joking. Alright, no, I'm joking, you'll be fine. I'll even stand outside with you, alright, you'll be fine. Don't worry. Now, as we go through this bridge, we have a tradition on these boats. So what we're going to do, we're going to blow the ship's horn, give everyone on this bridge a nice big wave. Right, there's a reason why we do this, so get involved. Right, get your hands up. Come on, get waving. Come on, mate. Come on. Bit more enthusiasm. Hello. This is how we get people not to throw anything down at the boat. Right, sometimes this works. It doesn't always, but if people are waving, they forget they're meant to be throwing. Let's have a little bridge. Come on, get your hands back up. Let's have another wave. Come on, stop doing it. Come on. Hello. If they don't wave back to you, it either means that they're Londoners or just incredibly miserable. But you lot will be the that. Now, to the right, there's a large construction which is in front of us. You can see Dartford Bridge, which is in the east behind us. Now, the London Eye, it is also registered for marriages. So you can get married on the London Eye. I wouldn't recommend it. Barry cannot see Big Ben. We can only hear it. Okay, Big Ben is only the name of the bell. The 13.5-ton bell, which is inside of the tower. What we can see is the Elizabeth Tower. Right, in a moment, we'll make our first stop, Westminster Pier. All right, after that London Eye, then back to the tower. All right, if you're leaving at Westminster, please stay where you are, take your kids with you. Do not leave your kids behind to spoil my night. Okay, I am not babysitting no one's kids. Take your kids with you, please. Up until about 3 o'clock, we had a few kids left over.